Welcome to Behind the Badge. I'm your host, Chief David Molloy, Director of Public Safety for the City of Novi. We are honored to be back here for the 10th annual Addicted to Movies, Not Drugs. Our partners at Imagine Theater opened the doors for over 650 youth to come in and enjoy movies tonight on this night before election. And I'm honored to be joined with two of our colleagues here, Captain Mark Tyson from the Novi Fire Department and Officer Mike Daisley, one of our K-9 officers from the Police Department. Gentlemen, welcome to Addicted to Movies and Behind the Badge.
Thank you.
Mike, tell us a little bit about your background and what your assignment is now with the department.
My assignment is to Novi's K-9 unit. I have my partner here, K-9 Aries. He's trained in narcotics, tracking, building search, article search, area search. So a whole facet of tools that we use them for, usually on a daily basis. Aries and I attended a 5-week class at the Oakland Police Academy where we learned how to track, do all the different functions that Aries does. We learned during the academy. He is about 3.5 now, so he's been with Novi almost 2 years.
Now your uniform's a little bit different than the normal patrol officer. Explain that to us.
It is. Our uniform is, we have subdued name patches, or patches on our arms and our nameplates. While we're out tracking at night, it keeps us from being visible from the bad guy that we're trying to track. So there's nothing on my uniform that's reflective, so it can't be seen. If somebody shines a light on me, I kind of blend in with whatever we're going through.
Excellent. And you and Aries were just recently successful, about a month and a half ago, up in the Springs Apartments, I believe it was, Springs, Portsmouth area. You were doing some extra patrols through there, and you guys actually happened upon a crew of individuals who were stealing tires and wheels. Tell us a little bit about that success.
We were dedicating some time to the apartment complexes on our north end, and as we came around the corner, I noticed there was a F-150 that had 3 wheels missing from it. I got out, investigated a little bit further, ended up finding the 3 suspects hiding in a car, 2 cars down, and we were able to take them all into custody and get them into the police station.
That's excellent. Excellent work on your part.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And thank you for coming out tonight, because I know the kids just love to see Aries and
Absolutely.
You and the K-9 teams out here.
Absolutely.
Captain, tell us a little bit about your role with the Novi Fire Department. It's evolved over the last couple of years, couple of promotions, new assignments, new leadership roles. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yep, Chief, I've been a career captain now for a little over a year. I work the night shifts from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. I serve as the incident commander on any major fire, accident, also just a regular shift supervisor for the night crews.
Great. And you just had a milestone event. You recently graduated a week ago from the Eastern Michigan University School of Fire Staff and Command. Tell us about that.
Yep, it was actually intense training. It's once a week for 9 months. We learn about everything from law to management styles, and just gives us a better overview on our position as a shift supervisor, on how we can help develop our people.
And we're looking forward to I know you had a lot of leadership training, management, motivating our men and women, and we're looking forward to you bringing that back and putting those tools to work here in the fire department. So I know you've been out here before for these events.
Yeah, this is probably my 3rd or 4th year here. It's such a great event. Kids love it. We love coming out, love to see the trucks, love to interact with them. So it's a really good event here.
I was walking in this evening and a couple of kids saw the new engine parked out here to the north, and they were walking around it and just kind of in awe. And I guess you never really know until you're around it all that much how impressive all that equipment is.
Yep, probably future firefighters, I'm thinking.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, gentlemen, thank you both for coming out here tonight. Thank you for engaging with our partners. I gave a presentation earlier today, and I was telling the people in the academy that we look at every chance we get to interact with someone as an opportunity to build trust, an opportunity to build rapport, and an opportunity to let them know how much we appreciate serving them. So Thank you both for your service.
You're welcome. Thanks.
And we'll be right back.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
Welcome back to Behind the Badge. We continue our coverage here at Imagine Novi for the 10th annual Addicted to Movies, Not Drugs. And I'm very happy to have a couple special guests here. We have Stephanie Schutzler, our communications coordinator, who helped kind of put this whole thing together, and Betty Jean Bowles, a senior at Walled Lake Western High School.
Yes, a junior at Walled Lake Western.
Oh, junior, I'm
Yes.
sorry. But also a member of the Novi Youth Council.
Yes.
Tell me how you like it so far.
I really like it so far. It's really nice. I get to meet like a lot of different people from Novi, since I kind of like live on the, like I'd say like outside part, so I don't really get to like communicate really with many people at Novi High School.
Awesome. And Stephanie, big event this year. Give us some numbers.
Yeah, definitely. We're at 650 students coming from Novi, and this year, thanks in part to Betty Jean, we opened it up to the Walled Lake schools. So we have just about 250 kids from Geisler Middle School here with us tonight, thanks to Betty's efforts.
That's awesome, Betty Jean. Thank you for helping spread the word.
Oh, it was really fun.
And really the concept behind this and how it evolved about 10 years ago was we wanted to have an opportunity where we could provide kids with a safe haven to come in, because typically tomorrow they're all going to be out of school, and now we know where 650 of our kids are from throughout the community. They're not getting in trouble, hopefully saying no to drugs, saying no to alcohol, and that's kind of how it's evolved, and it's been tens of thousands of kids have gone through here and absolutely enjoyed. So tell us what's next for you after Walled Lake Western. I think there might be maybe college involved and maybe law school, I understand.
Yes, I'd like to go to University of North Carolina, and I'd like to be a corporate lawyer. So I'm looking for a school that has like a joint JD and business program that I'm looking at. So
Excellent.
pretty excited for the future.
What has been the most rewarding experience thus far from being on the Novi Youth Council?
I'd say like communication development. I've become like more comfortable talking to other people that I don't like necessarily know. So I think that's like one like big thing that I've like gained from Novi Youth Council.
Okay. Stephanie, anything from your standpoint about tonight?
I just think we really appreciate the partnership with Novi Police, the Fire Department, CERT, and then the members of Youth Council. I just think it's such an amazing event each year. It's just astounding to see how many people come together to organize this event. So yeah, it's been super rewarding.
Well, you guys do an outstanding job, and I know Officer Zabik's helped out and helped getting the word out, but Betty Jean, the work that you did up at Geisler Middle School and even probably a little bit at Western with some of the kids from there, that's just second to none, and we really appreciate you reaching out and doing that.
Thank you so much.
And when you get through law school, make sure you come back and continue to stay in touch with us here in Novi, maybe mentor some of our younger kids on the Novi Youth Council, and
I'd love to.
thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
Stephanie, thanks for everything.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with a couple more guests. Please continue to watch as we are covering here at Imagine Novi for our 10th annual Addicted to Movies, Not Drugs.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't, because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Welcome back to Behind the Badge. We continue our coverage here at Imagine Novi, and I'd like to thank our elected officials who, once again, at least your third or fourth year in a row that you came out, Mayor Pro Tem David Stout, Councilmember Wayne Roble, and Councilmember Laura Casey. Thank you all for coming out once again.
Happy to be here.
Mayor Pro Tem, what's been the best part of the night so far?
Well, this is probably, I've been on council for 7 years. I think my daughter's served on youth council 4 years. So I've been to quite a number of these, and it's always interacting with the kids. This is one of their first opportunities to be away from mom and dad and spend a night in the theater with their friends. So it's always fun to see their reactions.
Well, I know you got a busy day ahead of you tomorrow. You all do, and I want to thank you particularly for coming out tonight and volunteering your time. I've always said they don't pay you enough for what you all do and the decisions you have to make, but it's very honorable for you all to come out here tonight. And Councilmember Roble, how about yourself? I know you've been out here several times in the past.
Yeah, this is my 4th year. It's fun. I like meeting the kids, and
seeing that the thing runs smoothly.
I don't know if you noticed the last young lady, Betty Jean Bowles, who was just on here. She's a junior at Walled Lake Western, but just it's absolutely incredible when we can pull in all that talent. She lives up in the north end of Novi. She was single-handedly responsible, apparently, for bringing in about 200 plus kids from Geisler Elementary School, which really is, sometimes that gets lost in the Novi shuffle. We, with the school districts and the various jurisdictions, they assimilate to Walled Lake rather than Novi, but we get them to come down here. So she is a very impressive young lady to talk to. Future corporate lawyer, so.
Probably.
And Councilmember Casey, thank you once again.
Thank you, Chief. I think what's so great about Betty Jean and what we try to do with the Youth Council is we really look for that kind of variety in our applicants. So we look for all the different schools in the city. We look to different age ranges, et cetera, et cetera. So that is a testament to how well we try to blend the full community.
And she's a very good communicator for a young lady, for a junior in high school. And she said her best part of it so far has been the fact that she can interact with kids from Novi High, St. Catherine, Northville, and I want to say there's one from Marion, if I'm not mistaken. But for them to kind of expand their horizons is just outstanding.
I agree.
So what's next on tap for council? We're starting to work on the budget, and we'll be in the throes of that. So what do you see in the coming years ahead?
For the three of us, re-election next year. So, it's an important year for us. We've continued to move forward, being a fiscally responsible community, but also, we've got a council member to replace here in the next 30 days. So we've got some good applicants, and it's going to be just an issue of finding the right candidate that can work with all of us, and I think we'll figure out amongst us who that'll be, and we'll have somebody selected here in the next month.
Excellent, excellent. And I know we're just kind of wrapping up our summer road construction, where a lot of new pathways, some construction projects are finishing up. Nice to see a lot of new building starts, and we got some other business and economic development. So things are starting to look up again after that couple years of gloom over our region. So
certainly a much better budget process than about 5 or 6 years ago, when we had a very difficult time. As you know, we had layoffs, and we had to make a lot of tough decisions in Novi, but I think it allowed us to come back much quicker than many other communities.
Absolutely. And I think it was those types of responsible decisions that kind of positioned us at the forefront, and that's where we're going to stay, and we're always going to continue to move forward.
Absolutely.
But I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for coming out tonight and volunteering your time. This is a great effort. It's a community effort, and one of you mentioned opportunity early on, and every time we can interact with any member of our community, I look at that as an opportunity for us in local government to not only build a rapport, but build trust and build that communication and let them know, because that's really who we all work for, that's who we're here to serve. And I want to thank you all for coming out to help tonight. So
and thank you, and you've got a lot of your team here, and the CERT members are here as well, so it takes many of us to work this event.
It's a good group, it's a good event. So thank you all, and we will be right back to Behind the Badge.
Looking for these? You drive Buzzed, it could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Behind the Badge. I'm your host, Chief David Molloy, Director of Public Safety for the City of Novi. And we're joined here by three very important guests here tonight. Detective John Zabik, our school resource officer from the City of Novi, Paul Rutter, Assistant Manager here at Imagine, and Todd Kuzma, one of our CERT volunteers who's always out assisting, and Todd also assists us with our Board of Directors for the Novi Police and Fire Benevolent Association. So, John, got 650 plus kids in the movie theaters, right?
Chief, I think this is the biggest showing we've ever had, at least as far as I've been involved with the Addicted to Movies Night, and so it certainly seems to be ramping up.
Yeah, well, thank you for everything that you did and getting the word out and coordinating with Stephanie and community relations, and it's just another fine event. And Paul, it's a natural progression You've been at Imagine for 11 years. We've been here. This is our 10th year. And what a great partnership we have.
Well, we appreciate it. Yeah, we love, hosting the kids. It's a great cause. We always like, anything we can for the community here at Imagine. And yeah, it's a great, doing it for as long as I have, from the projection booth to down here. It's always been fun to do, so we enjoy it.
Yeah, and such a great community partnership. And I think if we had to put a dollar figure on it, I think this is about a $45,000 night that Imagine donates in kind when you realize all the movies that these kids see. The number of kids, the popcorn, the beverages. So not only thanks to you, but thanks to Mr. Glantz and his generosity to this city. And this is just a great event because we know where 650 kids are tonight. Otherwise, when they might be out doing things they probably shouldn't be doing because they don't have any school tomorrow. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Mr. Kuzma, longtime Novi resident, PTA volunteer, dad extraordinaire. And thank you for coming out and really to cover all the exits and make sure that everything's safe. We have police officers, firefighters, but we got close to 24 CERT volunteers as well. So our community emergency response team always going strong.
I appreciate it. Well, it's a fun event, and like you said, if the kids are not out doing things they shouldn't be doing, and they're here, the parents know they're safe, and it's just a great event. It gives the kids an excuse to stay up late, and nobody's complaining.
Right.
So,
how long have you been on the CERT team now, Todd?
I was trying to think about that earlier tonight. Somebody asked. I was the second class.
Okay.
So when would that be? 9 years?
That would probably have been about somewhere
2006.
Yeah.
So yeah, getting close. Yeah.
And I would just was given a presentation earlier this evening, updating some of our ambassadors of Novi, going through an ambassador academy, and we have 243 CERT volunteers now. Plus, we have a class of about 14 that'll probably graduate in the next week or two with the culmination of their mock exercise. So thank you for everything you do. I mean, I hope we never have to use our CERT volunteers, but knowing we have 250 dedicated community members out there to help us is very comforting. So,
No,
John, anything we can look forward to next year? Bigger, better? Any bright ideas that we're going to try to make this an even bigger than it was now?
Well, I guess that's up to you folks at Imagine and how much you're willing to shell out and open up the space for us. But it seems like
do you have here?
18.
Okay, well, I think we can fill it up.
Yeah, it seems like with the amount of students that are packed into the two theaters, they're having a good time. We're having a good time supporting the endeavor here. We appreciate your help, but I guess if we expand, we'll need your help for that.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys did an admirable job getting 650 plus people in here in 45 minutes. Getting them popcorn, beverages, and inside a theater was absolutely fantastic. And I want to give a shout out to all of our other volunteers that showed up: the CERT volunteers, the police officers, the firefighters. John, your colleagues in the Detective Bureau, I guess, are coming in at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, the graveyard crew's coming in.
Yeah, they're going to start
their
their shift a little bit earlier. They're normally getting called out of bed at 3:30 in the morning for some type of major crime, but now they're going to come in and help out. And that's really what makes this a great event, because as I've talked with every one of our guests on here, anytime we can have interaction with community members, it's what I can look at as an opportunity. It's an opportunity to engage, it's an opportunity to build rapport, to build trust, and that's what we need to try to pass on to this next generation that's in these theaters now. So Thank you all. I appreciate your service. I appreciate your partnership, Paul. Look forward to continued, and Todd, your volunteer service. John, everything you do every single day, doing an outstanding job over in high school, and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Chief.
And to you, the viewing audience, thank you for tuning in and watching Behind the Badge and learning a little bit more about our 10th annual Addicted to Movies Not Drugs. And until next time, continue to watch Novi Television.